Hello guys, welcome to the third tutorial on Awk programming series for TCS exams. In our last tutorial we saw about the inbuilt variables such as the field separator, the output field separator, and then the $1, $2, and then the terminology such as fields and records. In this tutorial we would see about the input field separator and the output field separator with practical examples so that we can get a better understanding from this. Now let's get into this tutorial. This is our input over here. In this input what we can see is we have three fields and then we have three records. That is, in each record we have three different fields: Uday 22 and Chennai, John 22 and Kerala, Raj 33 and Himachal. These are the fields. Now what is the thing that is separating these fields? It is the slash, right? This slash is separating the fields. So this is known as the field separator. So I will be specifying over here field separator is equal to slash. Alright, now let's look at how I want this output to be. For the first case, I want the output to be separated by a hyphen, right? So I want the output fields to be separated by a hyphen. So what would be the output field separator? It is an hyphen, OFS hyphen, and then I want to print all the three fields, correct? So if I want to print all the three fields, I will be typing print $1, $2, $3. If I wanted to print only the first field, I will be typing only $1. If I wanted to print only the second field, I will be typing $2. But since I want to print all the three fields, I will be typing print $1, $2, $3. Alright, this is the begin block. Inside the begin block is where I specify this FS, the field separator, and the output field separator. Inside the action block is where I specify most of my print statements. Now if I click run, I am getting the output as expected in the first case. Alright, now look at the second case. I want the output field to be separated by a star. So what is the change that I need to provide in my code? You can take a guess. You can pause this video and take a guess. So I have to change in the output field, right? I want to change this in the output field and I want a star to separate the fields. So I will be changing it in the output field separator. Now if I click run over here, you can see in the output field everything is getting separated by a star as expected in the second case. Now look at the third case. In the third case, I want only the first field and the third field separated by a slash. Alright, I want only the first field and the third field separated by a slash. So my output field separator would be a slash and I have to print $1 and $3. I have to print only $1 and $3, and my output field separator is a slash. I'm getting the expected output. Alright, now fourth case. In the fourth case, I want to print only the second field and the third field and separated by a hyphen. So my output field would be a hyphen, OFS would be a hyphen, and then I want to print only second field and third field. Alright, now if I click run, you can see I'm getting the expected output. Now let me change in the input. Okay, let me, instead of having a slash, let me have a hyphen over here. Okay, now what change should I make in this code in order to make it work? Now if I click run, it won't work. See, it is not working. It is just printing blank hyphens. Now how can I make this work? In order to make this work, I need to make a change in my code. Which variable should I change in my code? I should be changing the hyphen part, because this field is getting separated by a hyphen, right? Now what if there was a, instead of hyphen there is a comma over here? Instead of a hyphen I'm having a comma over here. So what should I change again? I should change the fs to a comma. So whatever is separating the fields in my input should be specified in the fs, the field separator variable. Alright, and then I'm having the outputs over here, the desired outputs. Whatever is separating my outputs fields should be specified in the OFS. Now by default the fs and then the OFS are a space. Alright, if I don't specify anything in the OFS, if I just remove it and if I click run, you can see the second and third field are being separated by a space, because by default the OFS is a space, and by default also the fs is also a space. If I have an input like this, my fields are separated by a space. What should I specify over here? I should specify a space over here, right? If I click run over here, I'm getting 22 Chennai, that is second field and third field. Now even if I remove this, I will still get the same output. This is because the field separator by default is a space. The output field separator also is default by a space. By default is a space, right? I hope you got a clear understanding of this. Let me check. Alright, we'll do some more examples. Okay, let me make a change in the input. Let me have another field. Let it be boy, and then boy. Now how many fields are there in this? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So what if I want to print only the fourth field? I will just type $4. I want to print only the fourth field. My fs is space, and since by default the field separator is a space, I need not specify it. It is my wish. Even if I specify it or not, I will get the output. If I click run, I'm getting boy. That is the fourth field in every line. Alright, so this is how this works. Let me know if you have any doubts. That is all for this tutorial. Thank you.